This is part 3 of our study called The First Sabbath from Genesis chapter 2. Today we're zeroing in on verses 19 through 20. And we're going to talk about how God teaches us about ourselves. So God reminds us we are from the ground. Moses says that out of the ground, God formed all the animals from the ground. We just saw in a few verses before this that Adam was formed from the dust of the ground by God. We're able to see the connection here and the importance of what comes next. Adam was made from the same physical stuff that the animals were, but he was created differently, and also God treated him differently because God not only created man differently, but he also showed us how to be human, what to do. So God goes to Adam in the garden, and he begins to bring all the creatures to Adam, right? Remember what we have learned from Genesis 1 and 2 so far. God created man with the ability to rule and to have dominion over the earth. Here we have God bringing the animals to Adam to name them. And whatever they were named by Adam, that's what they were called. We all know the importance of naming something. When you have the right to name something, that means that it's yours. It's your possession, your responsibility. Parents agonize over naming their children. But why do parents get to name the child? Not their friends or their grandparents, or heaven forbid, the state. It's because they are responsible for that child. It is their child. So when Adam names the animals, he is taking dominion over the animals. He is taking responsibility and asserting his God-given right over these animals. And so here we find God teaching Adam what this looks like. And God also shows us that we are not solitary creatures. God shows Adam all the animals. Adam saw all the separate kinds of animals there. He saw that there were a pair of animals. Not one animal was alone, but it had its mate. After the animal parade had finished, Adam did not find a helper fit for him. There wasn't anybody else like him. Where was the woman? Where was his counterpart like all the animals had? She couldn't be found. John Angell James explains it this way. Whether Adam was so far conscious of his wants as to ask for a companion, we're not informed. It would appear from the inspired record as if the design of this precious blessing originated with God, and as if Eve, like so many of his other mercies, was the spontaneous bestowment of God's own free and sovereign will. Thus Adam would have to say, as did one of his most illustrious descendants many ages afterwards, "You go before me with your goodness." Here then is the design of God in creating woman to be a suitable helpmate to man.